Yo, what's up? It's Lila. I am a junior at the Miami Valley School, and today I'm going to be talking about my immersion. So, I was in the ceramics immersion this year, where I was able to experience a day in the life of a potter. This meant constantly being on that ceramics grind. Every day, we were expected in the studio by 8:30, sometimes 8. One day it was like 7, but that was for a field trip. And in the studio, we would immediately immerse ourselves into our own individual projects, working until 3:30. I found this difficult because I personally am lacking in the creativity department, and as I'm sure you all know, that's kind of like a really big part of art, being creative, so it kind of pushed me there. But as time went on, I realized that for ceramics, you don't necessarily need to be creative in order to make pieces. For example, we threw on the wheel where, unlike hand building, you're kind of limited as to what you can make. For example, there's only few things. There's cups, bowls, and you can make some vases or something, but the possibilities aren't as endless as it would be if you were just hand building something. Of course, I did challenge myself, and I hand built some things. I got off the wheel, but the wheel really was where I felt more comfortable. Don't get me wrong, the wheel was really difficult to maneuver, and I had my ups and my downs on it. Some days I would get on the wheel and I'd make 3 or 4 pieces. Other days I couldn't even make one piece. So it was kind of tricky. It made me feel like I wanted to give up the days where I couldn't make anything, but this immersion helped me realize that you can't give up so easily if something isn't going your way. And yeah, the wheel helped me learn, to be patient. This whole immersion kind of, helped me with that. And, as I mentioned earlier, we went on, field trips and stuff to, museums and other potters' houses. So, that was nice to get out of the studio. And, we quite frequently would find ourselves in Yellow Springs prepping for a wood fire, which was a day I was dreading, honestly, for the whole immersion, up until actually being there and experiencing it all. We had to arrive at 6 a.m. and stay until 11 p.m. at the latest, but unfortunately, things were cut kind of short because we worked pretty fast, I guess, and we actually ended up finishing at 9 instead of 11. So yeah, but that kind of sucked because the whole experience was really amazing. The bonding and the learning, and if I had the opportunity to do it again, I would in a heartbeat. And when we were out there, it was very cold, and although we may have complained a lot, sorry, we may have complained a lot, we still had a lot of fun, and I think everyone really enjoyed themselves. And as we fed the fire more logs, it warmed up, so it was really nice. And it was really pretty too, all the lighting and stuff. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, the whole experience was pretty intense, and in the end, much like the wheel, the whole process of wood firing taught me how patience really is a virtue. Because after all of that labor came out some pretty dope pieces, and I'm really glad I got to experience it all. Now, whenever I see any sort of pottery, this has been happening so much since the immersion has happened, I just think to myself, I could make that. I don't know, I just think it's really cool knowing the whole process and knowing that you can make something and sell it. I don't know. That's it. I don't know. That's what I got out of it. Cool. Deuces.